Hello and welcome to the channel. Today is another How to Crucible. Yes, that's right. We're doing another weapon review. Thankfully, we're coming back with these. Have been on a little dry spell. We're coming back, trust me. So today's weapon is Better Devils. Now, Better Devils is a hand cannon. If you haven't noticed from the picture, it is. That's what it is, hand cannon, and it's from the Crucible. It's a Crucible weapon, so obviously it comes from, you know, your true holy lord, Shax. He's gonna end up giving it to you, or you're just gonna get it from playing the game while playing the Crucible. That's basically how I've gotten it many times, and my version happens to be Masterworked, which is awesome because that's I got it after right before I decided to use this weapon, so I was really happy that I got a friggin' Masterwork, because I was like, yes, freedom. Now, on to my opinion. I do love, I love it. I love it. There's no way to sugarcoat that. I really love it. I wish I could have done a little bit better. You'll see later that my stats were not that great, but I really wish I could have done better because it's a really good gun. The recoil is very easy to control. It's very easy. It's very easy to aim. It's very easy to keep on targets. It's kind of that weapon that you really want to use in the Crucible just because it's, you know, really easy and accessible to any player. It's just really good. It's also really strong. Now, by strong, I mean it does a lot of damage. It is a heavy hitter for sure. I like this gun a lot because it's good for me because I do like to push, and it just felt really good pushing with it because I was doing a whole lot of power. I was being able to aim, you know, kind of just falls hand in hand, right? Now, my suggested playstyle with this, I would play pretty aggressive. Few guns in Destiny 2 so far that I've seen have this kind of power, and it's easy to throw off opponents because of the damage output that you're putting out. They might not be ready for the amount of damage that they're going to take from 1 or 2 shots, so it's definitely a good thing. It definitely confuses people, I would say. Confuses them in the fact that they're like, oh god, he's using a good gun. I would just play aggressive. Play aggressive, have fun. Moving on to perks, we have 2 very good ones, and I'd like to talk about them. First of all, we have Flared Magwell. Flared Magwell is an increase of reload speed, and that is a very good situation for you because if you're using a hand cannon, you notice that the reload is not quite quick at all. It's very, 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 very long. So when you add Flared Magwell, you do have a very, very quick reload after now. So now you can actually reload your weapon and fight another person, which is fantastic. So I highly recommend putting on the Flared Magwell when you have the weapon in your hands. The next perk I want to talk about is Explosive Payload. Detonation on impact. Area of effect attack. Perfect. This gun has explosive rounds, which is freaking awesome. It's not explosive rounds in a sense, but it's explosive payload. So it's going to hit the spot where you shoot and it's going to blow up. And this does a lot of damage, and it kind of throws people off because it's like, wow, I'm getting hit with explosive stuff now. This is cool. I wasn't, you know, ready for that or anything. So I really like this because it's just really cool. It looks good. It makes the gun feel more like a dragon shooting fireballs that explode on impact, you know, whatever. It's nice. I love it. I love it. So for rating of the perks, since we do have a very good one, the Flared Magwell, and Explosive Payload is also really good, we're going to go ahead and give it an 8.5. Now on to long range. I do believe long range is good because of the lots of power. Now, headshots were very easy from range, basically because the gun was easy to aim. So using that power in the headshots, you weren't getting like 3-shot, 4-shot kills, obviously, from that range, maybe 5. 5, probably around the average, I would say 5 to 6, maybe if they were still out in the open like doofuses. But it did do a lot of damage, so it was quite good in that aspect. I wouldn't say it's the ideal weapon for a range attack, but it's good enough for using in a main situation if you're just using this gun and you're not using anything else. Your teammates are going to help you out in that situation as well in long range battles usually, and if you pick your fights with your teammates, you're definitely going to have a large success rate at long range because you do a lot of damage. You chunk people off. Your teammates are going to have scout rifles, they're going to have auto rifles, they're going to chunk them slowly. You're going to take massive amounts of damage off of them from hitting them. So pretty good at long range. So we're going to give it a 7.5. Short range, great. Again, it's very powerful. It does a lot of damage. It's also quick enough to slaughter enemies up close. It doesn't feel clunky, it doesn't feel heavy. You know, it feels nice. It goes around with the gun, aiming in's quite fast. It's pretty fun up close, actually, to be totally honest with you. It really works. And so, like I said before, with the pushing that I do, the aggressive pushing, this really helped me out because it does a lot of damage and allows me to actually aggressively attack the targets. I'm able to aggressively take down any of my opponents. Unless there's like 3 of them there, then I run away like a complete scaredy cat. So for the rating, we're gonna go ahead and give it a solid 9. Now for effectiveness, we had 209 kills. We also had 123 deaths. Now that KD is a 1.67. Obviously, that's not what I was looking for, but sadly, the Iron Banner was not the greatest place to test this weapon. I'm just saying that. I played against some pretty good teams. Or I would say god teams. They worked really well together and pushed the entire map and took all the zones. It was sad. So that allowed me to not get very many kills, basically because I was always fighting a 2 to 3v1, which was not optimal. But if we put up the equation now, we can get 209, not 6, I don't know why I said that, 209 for K, and then we'll get 332 for T, because that was our total if you add kills and deaths. And that rating comes out to be a 6.3. Now for overall rating, this basically is just the average of all of our numbers we have on the bottom of your screen, and then they're going to go into the top. But all these numbers on the bottom, we're going to take them all, add them up, and then divide them by 4 to get the average, and that is going to be a 7.8. The total for this gun is a 39.1. Now for the ranking. Ranking, as you may know or not know if you haven't seen the series yet, I take that total score that we just got, the 39.1, and I rank that against all the weapons that I've already previously ranked. But first, we rank it within its category, so in this case, it will be hand cannons. But then, I rank it against all of the weapons I've done so far, so scouts, auto rifles, sidearms, pulse rifles, everything. We're putting it up against everything to see if it can beat out and be the best. So, for hand cannons, it does take the entire cake, dude. Takes the whole thing. At a score of 39.1, obviously it's going to be quite good, but it does take the whole thing. It beats out the previous leader, Nature of the Beast, which was a very good competitor, I would say. It is, those two wet hand cannons, I would say, are probably the best so far that I've even come across. So, in all of Destiny 2, it has breached the top 5 at number 4. This hand cannon proves its formidable fortune. Hand cannons are repping in the top 5 right now. There's 2 of them in there. We've got Nature of the Beast and Better Devil. So congrats to the hand cannons. I'm super glad that's happening. But I do need something to dethrone the Mida tool. It's going to have to be a flawless weapon, near flawless weapon to outbeat the Mida, which is sad, but I need something like that, please. Bungie, let me find this weapon to dethrone the Mida. I need to. But that's going to do it for the episode. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed this a little bit more laid-back way of doing it. I kind of did it differently. I didn't really script it. I just put in a whole bunch of key pointers down the line, and then I just went through it like that, and then I cut out parts where I was thinking about what to say and all that stuff, so pauses and all that jazz. So if you do like this format, I'm just going to keep doing it this way because it's a lot easier than writing an entire script. It's just writing down key points that I can go off of and make an actual video and actually show that I have some ability to bring in words out of my brain at the moment that I'm saying them. So, thank you guys for watching. If you like it, hit the like button. Very much appreciated for that. And if you're new, go ahead and hit the sub button, dude or girl or other. Please smash the like button. Not the like button, the subscribe button. We're talking about subscribers, not practice. Okay, thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later.